Hello, my viewers. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of What If Naruto Had a Black Hole kekkei genkai. Before I jump into this what if you wouldn't mind, please like, comment, and subscribe on this video. And if you did not like this video, please go down to the comment section and leave the reason why you disliked it so I may be able to improve my content over time and improve the videos so you may enjoy them more. Okay. So this video is gonna be a little different from the usual, what usually happens since it's a different series. But since this series, it's a bit difficult to do since there's no way of there's no actual kekkei genkai of creating a black hole. There's no mergers of any chakra natures, even all of them, to just create it, and there's no bloodlines that can really that have been shown to be able to do anything of this magnitude. So what I just thought is I'm just gonna say the reason why Naruto is able to create black holes is because he has yin yang release. So if you guys don't really remember, I'm just gonna give a quick overview on the chakra natures and all that. So you all know you have your 5 basic chakra natures. Then you have 2 separate natures. You have your yin and your yang. The yin nature is just mainly just it's the power of your spiritual energy, basically. That's anything that relates to abstract concepts like genjutsu, healing techniques, or and same for yang. Yang is with the physical manipulation of your energy. So like Choji's family with their expansion jutsu, that's one way. Or maybe taijutsu can be in there, but there's not a lot of information about it. But some people think that yin yang release is mainly just a combination of yin and yang. But yin yang release is mainly what Naruto with his sage mode, his Kyuubi sage mode during the war artifact he was using with his orbs behind his back, or with Obito, what he was using when he became the Ten Tails in Jinchuriki. Yin Yang release is it's not a combination of all the natures. It's the think of it as the Godfather, the father of all natures. It's chakra in its purest, most densest form. So that's the reason why how I'm gonna explain how Naruto's able to create black holes and manipulate and use reality manipulation, because the main features that we know about yin yang release is manipulation of reality, creating life, like how the sage's 6 paths made the tail beasts split up their power between the 10 tails and made the 9 tail beasts. It's with yin yang release. So that's the way I'm gonna be explaining the series. And since there's no way of me actually creating anything, I want to make my stories as plausible, as correct and plausible as I can possibly make them, so that they make the most sense. I may make what ifs that'll be a little bit more fun and less strict to how the world, the universe Naruto runs. But as of right now, I'm gonna try to stick to the thing that makes the most logical sense for the characters and how I can implement these plot devices into the stories, into the what ifs, to make them, feasible at least. Okay, thank you for listening to this little rant. So let's start, let's actually jump into this video. Okay, so everything is correct during its timeline. Everything with Naruto's perfect. Everything that happened beforehand. Nothing really changes until, Naruto enters the academy around the age of 8 years old. He's been persecuted and just not being treated well like normal in the canon timeline for being the 9 tails in Jinchuriki. But no one really knows Naruto's ability. During some random times when he gets mad or something, the air around him changes. Sometimes air in a vicinity just vanishes. Everything just disappears, dissipates. And sometimes some people, they see a little black ball, a circle, and when that appears, everything around the vicinity either gets evaporated or gets sucked in and just vanishes. Yeah, so people are, well, a bit afraid of Naruto because this happens most of the time when he gets, well, agitated, angry. This weird ability appears. And it has happened since, well, since the past 2 years when he was around 6. This ability has been happening, and people are, they don't really understand what's the reason why. The Hokage, he sent some of his medical ninja to, well, give a little checkup on Naruto to make sure what's wrong with this, because, well, it's a bit strange that he has these abilities. And, well, since the medical ninja, and the scientists don't really understand what's going on, they just say, well, it could be a special ability to him. They've tested this. They've taken him to every like month or so since they found out he has these abilities. They test it and see how they work and how they are how he's able to use it. And, well, with Naruto's young mind, he doesn't really understand what's going on for the most part. He's just creating these small little dots of well, these dense balls that are just so dark. And I'm sorry for that little noise in the background. That's my watch. So where was I? Oh yes, Naruto's getting checkups every once in a while, and, well, the medical ninja and scientists, they kind of have a slight understanding to what's going on with Naruto. They believe that well, it's connected to his senses, his sensory abilities, for the most part. Naruto, he's able to create these black orbs that suck in anything or eviscerate anything that's in its exact spot where it's created, or that's in the area around it. Mainly, it's a few feet right now. It's not exactly 5 feet, but it's like 4 feet and 11 inches. So if we're just gonna say it's roughly about 5 feet, anything around the vicinity gets pulled into this circular sphere and just vanishes. It's eviscerated. Once the black ball leaves, well, that's it. There's nothing left. And some of their physicists in the village, they theorize this could be a black hole of some sorts, maybe not exactly, but what they understand enough about their own universe, how it's theoretical, it's nothing exactly feasible or plausible with their technology and knowledge, but it's something that they just theorize. Most people think it's kind of crazy with these physicists and people that, like, astronomers theorize about the universe, since, well, technology isn't really that advanced in the Naruto universe during this, well, moment in time. So, well, they just go along with it and they say, well, the ability is very powerful. It's extraordinary. They can't believe how Naruto has this ability, so they just classify it as a kekkei genkai, since they don't know if it's because of his nature. Since they tested out his nature energy, they tested out what's nature, and they know it's wind. He has affinity for wind, so they don't think it's just because he's combining natures into creating a unique release. So they think it could be with his bloodline. It could be starting with him. It's a possibility. Maybe there was a mutation, since Naruto, as an infant, became the Nine-Tailed Jinchuriki. It could be a mutation because of the Tailed Beast, or it could be a mutation from Kushina or Minato. They don't really know at this moment, but that's the best they can go off of. And over time, they study him a bit more until he's 8 years old, and they kind of give him the gist of his ability. well, they sit him down one evening at one checkers and they tell him everything that they know at the moment in time. He can create these black holes right now, and it's all linked to his senses. If he can, well, mainly see as far as he can see, he can summon it. Summon this black spear, this black hole of sorts. Also, if he can sense them with his sensory abilities by using well, how sensory uses their chakra to sense chakra out, even if it's miles away, he's able to, well, create a black hole. So it's mainly connected to his eyesight or his ability to sense it with his chakra. But there's a problem with this black hole. Well, he can't really control the regulation of the size right now. They theorize it could be with his chakra control, since he doesn't really have any control over his chakra. It's the sizes can be they're not being regulated to a small size or a large size on regular. They fluctuate as they study Naruto and tell him to ask him to try to create this black hole of sorts. And well, he can't really control it at this moment in time. So the Hokage, he's been making sure that Naruto, even at a young age, been trying to give him special training. They've been sending Chunin, no one really important that they can't spare, to teach Naruto about, well, the basic chakra natures and, well, how to control his chakra, how to regulate, how to keep it flow, keep it under control. Like how Kakashi Sensei taught them during the Land of Waves arc. He's basically gained this training early on, at the age of, well, right now this moment has been a year, so at 7. So by the time he enters the academy at the age of 8, well, he can kind of control this ability. And well, he's become kind of a bit popular and a bit feared once he's entered the academy, since, well, the parents, they like to gossip a lot about Naruto, since he's already, well, hated in the village, and he has this freakishly powerful ability, even though, since he can't really control that well, they're afraid of him more than they actually fear him. So his treatment by the village is, well, it's gotten better. Well, it matters on how you look at it. Instead of, well, just hating him and, like, just wanting to kill him, basically, run him out of the village, no one even talks to him for the most part. Most parents don't even let their children play with Naruto. And some of them, even the extremists in the village, they don't let their kids go to the academy that they want to during the year. They tell them they could wait a year until Naruto, well, is in another class, since he'll be older. And so the years go by. Nothing interesting happens that much. Naruto, he's more feared, and he doesn't understand. He understands the reason why. He thinks all of this is just because of his abilities. And well, he doesn't really like having this ability. He's more feared than, he's treated even worse than he was beforehand, before he knew he had these abilities. Since, well, at least he got attention, people looked at him. But now they won't even interact with him. And well, he's even more sad and more depressed than in the original timeline. But luckily, since having this amazing ability, he's made an unlikely rival. Well, Naruto kind of wants him to be his friend, but they're not there yet. It's Sasuke Uchiha, a boy in the academy that Naruto's with. They become, well, rivals for the most part. Not friends, but they tolerate each other. Since, well, Naruto has this kekkei genkai to create black holes, he's come up with very creative ways of using this. Well, he's able to, one way he uses this, he's able to manipulate the shape of this black hole. It's not really a spear as it was when he was younger. He's still able to do that. But he's able to make the black hole, well, the size about about his head for the most part, or maybe like let's just say a basketball. That's about the size he can create it, and he's able to make it appear instantaneously at anywhere that he looks, or he's able to sense, or he's able to manipulate it into like forms. Like at one point, he was able to turn it into a bit of a shield. At one point, by accidentally during training with a tuning that's been training him with chakra manipulation, so he's able to develop this ability more. He realizes that he's able to manipulate the shape of the black hole. He's able to turn into weapons like kunai, and that creates a lot of versatility for this ability. He's able to throw the kunai. He's able to create multiple of them, multiple black, let's say cloudy kunai that he's able to throw, and it's more effective in actually making a spear and just leaving it in that one spot, because in that vicinity it will just be the 5 feet radius that will get sucked in and destroyed. But now he's able to throw this kunai into the air. As it flies through the air, it's traveling forward, and so everywhere in the 5 feet vicinity is getting pulled in and destroyed. And since it's traveling, he's able to get more reach and destroy more of a radius now, and is able to create a shield. So he asked at one point in time during training, he asked his teacher, tuning Valis, the Ram tuning Valis, give him lessons to throw kunai at him. And he was at that moment in time, he was able to make a wall of this darkness, this black hole, and it increased the speed of the kunai flying towards him, and it just got sucked up and evaporated, destroyed. So he's able to make a wall now. It's not very big. It's only about as big as him for the most part. He's barely able to make it as tall as him, as wide as him, and it's very draining on his chakra. Since they theorize that this isn't really a natural ability that he has of sorts, so it drains his chakra a lot more than it should. Like if you were implanted with kekkei genkai, that isn't yours. So Naruto loses chakra very fast using this ability, even with his large amount of just natural chakra and adding on the Nine-Tails chakra. It's still draining. He's able to make about 10 spears, circular spears. He's increased the diameter of them, the radius of them. So now they're about as big as his half his body, about 4 feet in length and width, and the radius of it is about 4 feet wide. So in a 9 feet radius at this point in time, everything in that radius gets pulled in, unless they're able to resist the pull of this black hole. Like if the person that was getting sucked in has more speed or physical strength, they're able to leave the vicinity and not get pulled in and destroyed or vaporized. So I would say after all this training over the years at the academy, he's gotten he's not as horrible as he was, at least during his the original timeline. How he is, he's kind of he's still a bit of a slacker and a bit of a lousy student overall. He tries even harder to get the attention, so he acts up even way more in class and outside of the academy. So during this time, he's able to manipulate his chakra a lot better now. So he passed the getting exam pretty easily. On his third attempt, like in the original timeline, since he's failed due to other reasons of misbehaving and misconduct. So that's the reason why he's been being held back so much, since he wants the most amount of attention. Since he knows in the academy right now, even for a getting, he has the best chakra control. Basically, anyone, since he's been training his chakra control since the age of, well, roughly 7. So for the past, 5 years, he's been training his chakra control. Even with the Nine Tails interfering with his chakra and manipulating it. So that's the reason why he always had bad chakra control. He has, very developed chakra control. For a Genin, he's chakra control. He's well above Genin level with his chakra control abilities. So, with all that first part of the video out of the way, I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. This will be the end of this first part. We're ending this right off where episode 1 is about to begin, where he's about to fail his graduation exam like he was supposed to. So thank you guys for watching. Hope we all have a good night.